Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner, Brock Hewitt. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he cuts it back right. Driving across the 15-yard line. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Not sure what possessed them to do this. It looks like they're lining up to punt inside the red zone. Well, the defense didn't put up much of a fight on that opening drive, but they sure woke up a little there to deny the extra 2 points.
Yeah, you really hate to give up a quick touchdown and 2 more points on top of it, so it does salvage a little bit of pride. Lets them have something positive to take the next time they hit the field.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearson. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. To the air on first down, May. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Back to the air, it's May. Fits it through the middle. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense up to the line fast. May throwing for it. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The drive begins with Henry. Has good room at the 35. Derrick Henry! And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They'll take an option to the right on first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This is Henry on second. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Maybe 4 yards on that run. It's going to be third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here he is on third and long. Drops back. Oh, that one goes haywire. It's out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Good check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a first. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's the Falcons who have first and 10. May now from the gun. Makes the grab and bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first. To the air yet again, May. Able to find Jones. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 21. It's taken in by Washington. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up for first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's the pistol snap to May. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Trying to throw for it with May. Vacates quickly left side. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons tie it just before halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal. Finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, it's going to go right through you.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Fields it, and he's going to run this one back for the end zone. He's past the 30. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Very short kick taken at the 19. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets his to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. Has the connection. The ball is out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up with the fumble. The defense picks up that offense.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. This is caught. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return starts from the 16. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. May now. Looking slant route, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's going deep. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's May. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
May now on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's back to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a...
Now, from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
First and 10. Ready to throw right away is Vic. Passing right side, and Chase has it. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Throwing is Vic. The throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Sanders headed in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Let's go now. Go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. A strong running takes them down to the 9.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Up the middle they go. He'll get a couple, mark them down at the 3.
Ready.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. The Bengals will call out the field goal unit. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bengals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll get nothing there. Stop. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, that's Adams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. May now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted.